When transforming the space into a bedroom, it's amazing what a clean sweep and a fresh coat of paint did to transform that room. We did have a lot to do, so we tackled the big items first. But we started with the bed, then we put together the shelf unit that sits beside the bed. We wanted to play off that whole antique look and give it kind of a mercury glass look, but we wanted an easy DIY, so we just sprayed it with water and vinegar mixture, put our spray paint over it, and just washed it off.
One of the other big pieces that we tackled was that armoire. I think it came out really well.
Yes.
We needed a new closet rod in there for hanging storage.
I love the DIY you did in there with the wallpaper.
The wallpaper was really cute, and that was from Blue Mountain Wall Coverings. The cheetah was sort of fun.
Yes, and then we needed some new knobs.
Yeah, granny chic.
Yeah.
It's dark in that closet too, and because it had no door, adding the lights in that armoire, it was brilliant.
Same with the dresser beside the bed. It was kind of disfigured, so we added the wallpaper to elevate it a bit.
Yeah.
And she needed just that extra storage, so baskets on the top. And we thought we'd create a bit of a lounging area, so a very small sectional kind of lounger from IKEA was perfect in that corner.
Really good size.
I fell in love with this lamp I found at an antique shop. It didn't have a shade or bulbs, but you had a solution for that.
Yeah, just no shade, but let's put some great bulbs in the lamp.
Yes. And they had that kind of old feel to them.
Yeah, they look sort of industrial.
Yeah.
Sort of, it felt thoughtful, sort of modern. I loved what you did with the coffee table too. I thought it was a really good idea.
Yeah, that was cute. Originally we had in the space an old coffee table, but it was just too big. So when I found this old suitcase, trunk, whatever it is, at an antique shop, it was only $40. I knew I had to get it. It was perfect color. It just needed a little height. And that's when we found some perfect cast iron legs that we added to the bottom. So we had some great unconventional solutions for the closet area.
Okay.
I like the industrial shelves that we used for shoes, because teenagers have a lot of shoes.
Yeah, that was fun. And used the vertical space too, right, in that room. And then there was an old piece of furniture, that armoire, that went in that space. And then we built off that space and joined the armoire to the wall, which was clever for more hanging
space.
Yeah, which we needed in there.
We had the pegboard DIY.
Yeah, that looked really, really good for all her jewelry.
Yes. And we had the kind of makeup area that we created with those old wine crates.
There was a vent that jutted out, so it was a good use of the space.
Yeah.
Using the bulkhead as a jumping off point too was a great idea, I thought, because it naturally divided the closet area, right? And it allowed us to hang those rods and then layer in the two different types of curtains, which was really pretty.
And it gave us a walk-in closet space.
It did.
And now came the fun part, the decorating, where we layered in all the pretty bits and pieces to make it feel like a room, like home.
That's right. And it was a bit of a challenge because we were still on a budget.
Yeah.
So things like the table lamp, I wasn't sold on it, but
a little too shiny.
It was a little too shiny, brass, but you dulled it down with some bronze paint, and all of a sudden it looked a lot nicer.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Not bad for $4.
No. And I really liked what you did with the guitars on display. Thought that was really fun.
Well, that's an easy solution for her, being a musician. She has so many guitars. It was great to just take them off the floor and make art out of them, really.
Instant art.
Yeah.
And I really liked what you did with the captain's chair.
Well, it was a family heirloom, but we wanted to add just a bit of color to it, so we splashed on some green paint and then sanded it off, which gave it a bit of a grittier look.
Originally, we were thinking of doing an art wall opposite the bed, but then I found these great brass wall hooks that were in the shape of a fox, and I thought they were really cute.
They were, and they added some functionality upon entering the room. I don't think anything could be worse than flush mounts in the basement for a bedroom. So taking those down and putting up an old antique chandelier just brought so much life and character to that bedroom.
It really did. And
that was exciting.
Yeah.
And to me, that was practically just as big of a transformation as the paint. Another perfect hit of purple was the over-dyed purple runner that we found at eCarpet.
Yeah.
So lovely, so luxurious, and brought some of the purple onto the floor. The bedding was a lot of mix and match.
It was. And that can be a challenge.
We kind of pulled it together with pulling a bit of the purple from the wall, and then we pulled some of the floral from the curtains, which was mismatched floral, but still worked.
A different scale though, which also works, and brighter.
Yes.
So it wasn't so matchy-matchy. There was also a matelassé texture.
Great texture.
And then the little jewel on top was the pink velvet.
Yes, I love those from IKEA. So cheap,
really pretty.
So cheerful. Art can be very expensive. I know we're on a very tight budget. So we decided to DIY our arts.
Yeah, I thought that was a great idea.
We were able to use the homeowner's personal shots, which made it her own pin board on the wall.
That's right, yeah.
And it's thanks to the paint we chose, Victorian Violet by Beauty Tone in the designer series matte, which has a very matte finish, almost chalkboard-like, that we were able to use the chalk all over the wall.
Yeah, it was just like chalkboard
Yes.
paint. It worked very well.
So after a couple of weeks of hard work, we were able to create a teenager's dream bedroom.
Yeah, she loves it.
And we were able to mix old and new.
Yeah, we were able to use her vintage pieces
Yep.
and bring in personality like we wanted to.
Create a walk-in closet that's absolutely nuts.
A really cozy lounge area.
Yep.
A luxurious bed.
We managed to get that boho-chic meets granny chic meets eclectic look that we were going for.
Yeah.
We pulled it together.
We really did. It was a good mix and it didn't look inexpensive considering
No.
we were on a tight budget.
Oh, yeah.
Which is huge.
We were starting from scratch. We transformed it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the perfect gift for her right before an 18th birthday, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.